The next question comes from Lang, actually, and he wants to know that based on your extensive jury experience in international competitions, so what significant shifts have you observed in performance aesthetics among emerging pianists over the past decade?
I think that's a really important question, and not just as a juror, but just simply as an observer and a listener, and also as a professor. One's seen a difference in the preparation in the people that are playing in international competitions, the level they're reaching, the technical proficiency, which is very high level. And in the last 10 years, it's got even more incredible. I mean, if I think back 30 years in international competition, the level of polish and technical ability and accurate, simple accuracy was not as nearly as polished now as it was polished then as it is now. That doesn't always necessarily mean that the playing is better.
I agree.
What it means is that people work even harder for international competitions now, and can repeat, play something till it's absolutely note perfect. However, in maybe even 10 years ago, people were being encouraged to bring out their own character in the music, and 30 years ago, definitely there was always this individuality. And sometimes I feel in international competition, not always, it depends on the competition. Sometimes I feel there's a search by the jury for perfection, technical perfection, which sometimes is not what you're really looking for in an artist.
Right.
And it's hard sometimes to see through those layers to find the right person. Of course, if you have technical perfection plus you have somebody who's an extraordinary artist with an imagination and a big character, then that's the person that's going to speak to you. There's an indefinable quality in competitions that somehow when they come on, they play, it's an aura that they have around them, this again, we go back to communication, something that they have that is, you're drawn to them as a magnetism to listen. And if somebody makes you listen, that is the special quality. And it's hard to find that these days. We have a lot of people with a lot of notes, and that isn't what we always want to hear. We want to hear really someone who speaks to you.
So what are the reasons behind it, do you think?
Or practice, I think. Certainly people spend more hours these days practicing more. And also the recording situation. I mean, now recordings, when you hear those, they're perfect. When you think back to Alfred Cortot, when you listen back to the old 78s, when they used to, only have half a ballad, a Chopin ballad on one side, you have to turn it over for the other side. And there are a lot of wrong notes because, there was no way of editing out notes in this thing. So I think, and of course that's not ideal either, but the person, you hear the performance.